Wimbledon 2024 has seen a lot of celebrities, as they always do. Year after year at Wimbledon, we've had Tom Cruise, and we've had Brad Pitt in the past, and we've had numerous other stars, Hugh Grant and Jude Law, but the one that really means most to us is the legendary Aamir Khan, and we're delighted to have him here from the championships. Aamir, great to see you.
Thank you, Vijay. Lovely to see you, as always.
You look good. You look like you're ready to play some tennis with me.
Well, I'd love to do that. And I remember the one game that we had in the exhibition match. I really enjoyed that. And it's such a pleasure and honor to always meet you. And big fan of yours always. And it's a real honor to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Listen, we're going to talk tennis now.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Yes,
right?
of course.
So, I mean, our audience, I don't know if they know that, but Aamir was a very good player in the junior level. Now, Maharashtra state champion. He was just up there with all the guys. And tennis lost him, and he went into movies.
No. I don't think I could have ever made it to any significant level, but I really enjoyed the game. So I had a lot of fun while playing it. And then, one fine day, my dad decided that I should stop playing, so I stopped.
Well, listen, bad for tennis, but great for Bollywood, right?
Well, I think I'm very happy where I am, so yeah.
Yes, of course.
And good for tennis, I didn't continue.
Okay, so listen, you've come to Wimbledon before. You know what it is, the championships.
Yeah.
And as you watch them, from the Federers and Nadals and Djokovic's and all of that. Today we're watching Alcaraz and Sinner and so on. Unfortunately, Sinner just
lost. Yeah, I saw the match. Yeah.
So interesting to see that. I mean, what do you think of Wimbledon today as opposed to when the Federers were playing?
Oh, well, Federer was playing, until just a little while ago. So in that sense, I don't know how much it has changed in the last couple of years, but of course it's changed significantly over the last few decades, and the game's become much faster. And I'd like to tell the television audience that when you watch it live, that's when you realize how fast it really is. How fast the ball moves, how fast the players move, and how fantastic it appears. It's almost inhuman what they're achieving today. They're hitting impossible shots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's what's wonderful has been, for decades, Star Sports has been bringing Wimbledon to our Indian audiences in an incredible fashion. And it's people like you come out to Wimbledon and make it for us. When we look at the championships this year, and we see Alcaraz, is he someone who's going to catch up with the Federers and the Nadals as far as legends are concerned? How many titles he can win?
It looks like that.
Yeah.
It looks like that. He's playing really well. He's, when I watch him play, he almost reaches the impossible shot. So how do you close the point with him? I often wonder, how do you close the point with him? Because the point should have got over the last couple of shots, but he's reached them and he's hit it back, and he's still in the point.
Yes.
And then he wins the point. So he's someone, I think, who's showing a lot of potential. Of course, he's just started out, but I think he has the potential to be one of the all-time greats if he continues in this way.
What do you like about coming to the championships at Wimbledon?
Well, to be honest, I've been here only once to actually watch it live, which was last year. I came with my kids, and it was a wonderful experience, really wonderful experience. And as I was saying earlier, up until now, I've watched it on television.
Yes.
Through you and Star Sports.
Yes, exactly.
And but when you watch it live, you realize just how fast the game is and how amazing the players are, and the whole atmosphere, the excitement of watching it live is something else. Yeah.
You're a big sports fan. I know that. And you've done incredible sports movies, all the way back to Lagan, which we talked about last time.
That's right.
That's we discussed it. When you look at what our boys have achieved in cricket, it's outstanding. Congratulations, of course, from both of us.
Yeah, amazing. It's such an amazing win. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And that catch was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
Exactly. So when we look at that and we see a sport like tennis, right? We need to have more kids playing tennis in India.
Oh, yes. When I used to play tennis, there used to be a lot of tournaments happening.
Yes.
And I feel that today there are fewer tournaments. Am I right about that? Is my observation correct?
You are absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah, there are fewer tournaments happening, on a local level, on a city level, or a state level, or even at the nationals. I remember when we used to play circuit, there were so many, games going on. So I'd like to see more of that happen.
Yes.
And I think that will throw up a lot of players. And another thing is that we have to realize, as you were saying last night, we were having dinner last night, and kids here start at a very early age.
Yes.
And they focus only on that one thing, tennis.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in India, a lot of parents don't want to do that. They don't want to, encourage a child who's showing potential in a sport because we are a little insecure about the future of the child, and so that kind of holds us back. There's a lot of talent in India, and I think if we had more facilities, if we had more opportunities, and if we had more support, then we'd have a lot more tennis champions that India throws up.
When you look at this year's Wimbledon and you look at the great champions, Djokovic, Alcaraz, and so on, the defending champion, at this stage in the tournament, who would be your pick? Or should I say, who would it be your son's pick?
Yeah, Azad and I think Alcaraz. I think I would bet on Alcaraz. Though Djokovic is also he's there in the game, and but I think Alcaraz is just it's really difficult to close the point with him. He just doesn't let you close the point.
Yes.
It really makes you work hard to get the point.
Have you watched them play anywhere else other than the championships, you think? Or mainly on television, I suppose.
On television. I've been once to Roland Garros, French Open, but mainly on television. So
I know you've done sports movies.
Yes.
Cricket. And
there was Dangal, which was on wrestling.
And so on. We discussed it yesterday as well. Anything in the offering?
On tennis?
Look at tennis?
Well, I hope so. If some nice story comes along, then I'd love to do a film on tennis as well. But for me, for a film, it's really the story and the characters that make a film for me.
Yeah.
And I have to confess that my first instinct was not to promote cricket when I was doing Lagan, or to promote wrestling when I was doing Dangal. I was really reacting to those stories as a human being, as a creative person. And the fact that they had that sports was such an important part of it, just made it better, But if a story on tennis comes along with tennis as a backdrop, I'd love to make that film. Yeah.
You wouldn't have to get a tennis coach.
You have to promise to be a part of it.
Yes, exactly. No, absolutely. But it's interesting because sports tells so many great stories.
Oh, I'm such a supporter of sports. I really believe that a ball can change the world. I believe that all of us, irrespective of your age, if all of us just spend 2 hours or even 3 hours a week playing some sport of our choice, it will change our lives. It changes the way we are physically, it changes the way we are mentally, emotionally.
Yeah.
It really alters, and especially for children, because I think sports gets you ready for life. It teaches you how to work hard. It teaches you to be passionate about something. It teaches you team spirit if you're playing a team sport. It teaches you how to take defeat.
Yes.
It teaches you to plan. It teaches you to how to take success as well. It really gets you ready for life, I feel.
Discipline,
yes.
It's an interesting concept. Have you watched many of the girls playing, ladies, after the Williams sisters?
Well, I have to confess that I did watch last year.
Rybakina
was playing.
Yes.
And but Serena was a top favorite for me, and Steffi Graf. I was a huge fan of Steffi Graf's as well. Yeah.
You're giving away your age now a little bit.
The grey hair does that as well.
Okay, so let's get on to your tennis.
Oh, no.
Are you going to get back and play tennis again so we can get back into it?
Well, I play once or twice a year, but when next time we are together, we'll play tennis. I'd love to hit a few balls with you, but I just played for fun now. Yeah.
We'll have to do that again.
We will for sure.
But more than anything else, Aamir, it's great for you to be on Star Sports.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
And more than anything else, enjoy the championships.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thanks very much. The legendary Aamir Khan.